Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a bloody good day to you there, sir. Hope you're well. My name is Mansource. Thanks for joining me again for another AOE4 video. So today, I've got something a bit different. We're going to be doing me versus two hardest AI. I hadn't really thought this through, really. So I just thought I'm not expecting to win. I just wanted to see how long I could last and how close it would be. And to be honest, I didn't think I did too bad. Spoiler alert: I did lose. But you'll see in this video, I didn't do as bad as I thought I would. I thought I would completely crumble at the start and just it be an early game, but I was actually pretty pleasantly surprised at how long I lasted. Now I've just dropped a video with me versus the hardest AI. I went against the Rus, and that was a good video. It's more of a tutorial for beginners of how to beat the hardest AI. I know that doesn't kind of go in the same sentence as beginners and hardest AI, but you know, you got to help the beginners and people that are new to the game. So that was kind of for them. This video is just more of a laugh. Me trying to beat the two hardest AI. I'm part of the Facebook Age of Empires 4 community group, and I've seen people on there posting results of them versus two hardest AI, and obviously people can do it. It's doable. Just not for my skill level, unfortunately. But it was worth a go, and I really enjoyed at least attempting and trying it. It was really, really stressful from beginning to end. There's no live commentary because I didn't say a word from beginning to end, other than just swearing, basically. So yeah. I hope you enjoy this one. If you can take anything from it, then yeah, good on you. I don't think there's anything to take from this. Well, there might be actually. There's definitely some good defensive play and stuff like that, and certainly with the English using the longbows and the spearmen effectively. The Rus are definitely very heavy cavalry based, so the spearmen were pretty essential to lasting this long, as long as I did. So the longbows were, they are the longbows. They were pretty good. I couldn't really. I was playing more defensive for this. I couldn't really play offensively because they were playing very offensive, if that makes sense. I just had to bend over and take it, really, and just try and adapt and try and overcome their attacks. Now, there was one thing I was really pleased with, was the build order at the start. I felt like I was very efficient. I got up to feudal age very, very quickly. I managed, once I clicked up, I managed to get units out relatively quickly. I probably should have had maybe one more on wood whilst I was clicking up, but I felt like I did everything that I could do. Looking back, I probably would have maybe built 2 barracks instead of 1 at the start, and but I'll talk you through all this as we go through the video. So we obviously clicked up with the council hall. There's no other reason you should go for the other building, to be honest. So yeah, council hall. We've got 7 on food, 4 on wood, 3 on gold, which I think is a decent number for the transition from Dark Age to Feudal Age. I think that's not a bad number, to be fair. Looking at the score on the right hand side, I know I've said previously that you shouldn't really base a game off just score alone, but I'm managing to keep up. Certainly with the Rus, I'm managing to keep up. The Mongols, which are in the yellow, are steaming ahead a bit, but that doesn't really mean a lot, to be honest. Certainly what I should have done at the start was focus more on going for the Roos's deer. Now towards the south of on the map, you can see that they've got a deer there. I should have gone for that straight away, or at least when I saw it, I should have. Whilst I was down there, I should have just got rid of it. I should have just eliminated them. But you know, looking back, you know, you always do things differently. So we just clicked up, or just about to. Really need to get the food up. Obviously, only got 31 out of 5 food, so we really need to get that. Up. So everyone that was building the council hall will get them onto food. So now we've got 13 on food, and I think I then put the rest to wood or gold or stone. I can't remember. I'm literally just watching this again with you guys. So my thinking was I was going to go double TC at some point in Feudal Age, but that let's be honest, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. I had the option when I clicked to castle to go for the second town centre. Maybe I should have, but then the defensive landmark, God, I cannot remember. I think it's the White Palace, is pretty powerful, and I needed that basically. So yeah, we got a decent number of sheep here, which I managed to collect, which is really good, because I'd just run out of sheep. Then the villagers were idle, and I had to start making use of the berry bushes. And again, these deer, I'd just take them, just use them, because it's free food. So yeah, we need to get more people on wood now, because we really need to get a more of a mass of the longbows out. And also putting villagers on stone pretty early, especially for this particular game. Having those people on stone, it was very helpful for outposts. So getting the arrow slit upgrades, that they saved me so many times. It's not funny. It's actually ridiculous the amount of times they saved me. So doing that was a massive plus. I did build a fair few, or certainly made use of those arrow slit upgrades, and just outposts in general. They were awesome. So we're trying to go for a bit of a. Well, I attempted a bit of a push here on the Mongols, just because. Well, I don't know why the Mongols. I just tried to go for them. They were least likely to have. Well, they can't put walls, so I just felt like I would be able to pick more of them off. Maybe, I mean, certainly sometimes when people play the Mongols, they do bad placements of town centres and stuff, and not very efficient on where they place them. So you can sometimes just sneak in and take advantage of that, really. Now, got pushed down with these light cavalry, and they shredded through me, to be honest. Not what I expected at all. I thought I was going to rinse through them, but I should have had some spearmen there as well to counter them. So that was, my mistake. That was just user error. Yeah, can't blame anyone else for that other than myself. But, these things happen. Try not to dwell on them. Right, so this is where we get the barracks up. I should have, if I had the resources, I should have made 2, or at least when I had the resources, make another one. And by the time I did, it was just far too late. Now this, that longbow is broken. He's got it. He's got it caught around his neck. Come on, mate, sort yourself out. completely forgot that happened, to be fair, but I was laughing at the time, and yeah. Age of Empires, eh? It's a good one. Oh, he's sorted himself out. He's got. Oh, it's caught on his neck again. Oh God, this game. He's still got it. He's useless. That's why he's got no health. It's because he's caught on his head. Oh God, that's funny. Oh yeah. So obviously they've come in for the push now. I think it was at this time I realised that I needed. I needed outposts up. Oh God, I can't stop laughing at that. Yeah, I needed some sort of defensive building, so I think this is a good time to put outposts up. Starting to get the spearmen out now, which is dead helpful because of the amount of horses that they're pushing in with and etc. So yeah, needed that. Obviously, in this instance, I wouldn't be able to. Well, I could go horseman, but it just wouldn't have been beneficial. Because they were running, the Mongols had spearmen out, so it just wouldn't have been. It would have been a waste of resources, to be honest. Anyway, let's get this outpost up. So that will give us some protection whilst we're trying to get wood, because majority of our units that we're making are food and wood. Need food and wood, so. We kind of need to focus on, mostly for military units, we need to focus on food and wood, obviously. So any protection that we can get from outposts is really helpful. It's also a place for villagers to jump in as well if they are attacked, which is always handy, rather than running all the way back to the town centre whilst I wait for military units to rock up. So obviously they're just gonna keep on trying to bring units in and take out my villagers, so we're just gonna try and stay on the ball and garrison them in the town centre as and when we're pushed. We're just gonna keep plugging away with getting resources to try and get up to Castle Age whilst still being attacked. Get the scout out and just try and get rid of their deer. So this deer that we're going for now, I should have done that at the beginning when I walked past there the first time. But we didn't, and I'm getting it now. But the point is, between when I walked past there, didn't get them, and now the Rus could have taken them, and that's thousands of food worth of food basically. So yeah, not the smartest move, but nevertheless we're getting it now. So we're just going to get some walls up just to try and make some choke points, because I don't want them pushing the side that I've got all the villagers. I want to try and bottleneck them on the right hand side where I've got the barracks and the council hall. I want to try and keep them that side if possible. I should have built a wall around the back as well, but I didn't, so it is what it is. I say that a lot. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is, isn't it? Oh well, it is what it is. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I had an ice cream before filming this, and I think that's given me a bit of a sugar hit, and I'm just a little bit hyper, I think. So, yeah, this is. I think I need to go to the gym or something after this to try and get rid of some of this energy. Yeah, this is not good. Makes this easier though, I think, like filming and stuff. So those spearmen absolutely wiped out those horses there. So they're just going to keep coming. So next round, Rus, the heavy knights things. Got rid of one. That's it. We're just gonna keep retreating, keep building the military up. So I got the blacksmith up as well. I don't know if I got any upgrades for it. No, I hope I got the arrows, the upgraded arrows and the rams. See, look, they're hovering around the front. And I just, yeah, just leave me alone. Just go away. Just let me build in peace, please. Yeah, so keep building spearmen, longbows. We're gonna try and just create a bit of a perimeter around our base. So we just want to keep the outposts up. So I got one up towards the gold mine there, one on the wood line, and then a couple out to the right hand side where the food is. Just want as much protection as we can. We're absolutely maxed out at the population now, so we really need to get some houses up, like desperately. I'm gonna try and take these deer. Because I killed them, I might as well just take them. Hey, so just might as well make use of it. So we just put up a couple of outposts there, along with a mill, just so we can deposit it quickly. Don't have to run all the way back. So that will hopefully give us a bit of cover. We finished the stone there, so I think I'm gonna leave stone for a little bit. I'm just going to try and focus on getting the food back up, because we're only sitting on 85 food, which is not too good. So we really need to try and get that up if we can. So I'll sacrifice stone for a little bit. We've got a decent number, and then we're just going to try and keep fending off these attacks. They're pretty smart. The AI is pretty smart with how they place them and how they place the attacks and stuff like that. I was pretty impressed with what they were doing and stuff like that. Pretty darn good, if you ask me. Yeah, see, look, they're just down at the bottom. It's almost like they're coordinating attacks. I've got a bit of a gap there in the wood line. Over chopped slightly. So yeah, these archers will just get absolutely mowed down. See, I'm still sat at max population. I should have built some houses. Come on, man, sort it out! Next time, this is a learning curve. It can be quite frustrating watching these games back, because you're just like, why didn't I do that? It was like, it's so obvious. Like, you got all this time. But at the time, when you're playing, it doesn't feel like you've got heaps of time. It just feels like you're constantly struggling, and you just, yeah, it's constantly an uphill struggle, you know? Look at these archers just hovering around there. Get out of here, you dogs. You fucking dogs. Yeah, they're just swarming around like flies on shit. Can't get rid of them. Lucky we got such a good amount of longbows. They're fending everyone off quite nicely. They can't really get close. Any archers that push, that's it. You know, they're getting taken out. They can't compete with the longbows. Yeah. See, look, still it's just so long to be sat on 80, sat on max population. It's just, yeah, not good. Look at this attack, look. Fully coordinated, isn't it? See, now I've got the, see, built a house, we're now up to 90, but that's going to get used up so quick, from memory. And I'll build another house, yeah, there we go. He's doing a good job now. Doing a good job. I'd be interested to see. I think I might look at some other gameplays that other people have done to see what they do differently. Certainly, people like micromanaging. They're so much better than me. I feel like I'm frazzled a lot of the time and find it hard to think about it. Basically, Some people just got that skill where they can just, they don't even need to think about it, they just do it, and they just know what to do. It's just kind of like instinct, I suppose. It's pretty impressive, these people. People like Viper and stuff like that, it's like it's just next level. I think I described them before as like Einstein on steroids or something like that. Yeah, look, we're just getting mowed down here. These those horse cavalry archers, they're pretty popular at the moment, aren't they? Everyone seems to be using them and just pushing with them. So ready to kick up to Castle Age now. I don't know if I do it now or in a bit. I literally can't remember. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm probably just got no brain power. Oh yeah, there we are. There's the rest of them. I probably shouldn't have kept chopping this wood line, but yeah, there we are. The white tower. What a building that is. What a landmark. I wasn't too sure where to place it, so I just placed it in the middle of the well, sort of in the middle of the base. Yeah, then I moved the, yeah, that's it. I moved the lumber to the other side where it's a bit more of a better tree line. Outpost up, bit of protection, hopefully. Very important to get the arrow slits as well. That's why I went on to stone quite early. It's definitely worth doing. Let's keep the population up. We don't want to do that again. We don't want to house ourselves. See, like, I just caught on the mini-map that they were just floating around the front there, so I was trying to go and see where they were. I think it was a pretty bad idea for me to send literally all of my the whole of my army around. Oh god. So one thing that looking back now, one thing I've noticed now which I didn't notice when I was playing, is they were producing a lot of men-at-arms, and to kind of counter this, what I should have done was start producing crossbows. Put down a couple of archery ranges and just queue up crossbows on both archery ranges and just get out as many as I can. This would counter the men-at-arms so much better than the longbows. The crossbows are really, really good against men-at-arms. But I just failed to notice, or just felt like I didn't have the time, or I don't know what it was, but I just didn't do it. Which, looking back, was very stupid. It wasn't a very good move at all. Because even if I had produced, say, 10 crossbows, they would have really helped the longbows take out those men-at-arms. And now they've put two separate. I mean, the Mongols have sent an army in, or a small army in, and the Rus have sent theirs in as well. And they're just mopping up. They're just taking out villagers left, right, and centre. And they wiped out a load of the spearmen as well. So you definitely have to remember about advantages and disadvantages, and playing on your strengths and the weaknesses and stuff like that. That's such a huge thing in this game. It's always trying to think about countering what the enemy has. So that's a prime example. Is I should have made crossbows, but I didn't. So yeah, always try to. That's probably one of the key pieces of advice, is try and always remember to make the counter to what the enemy's making. I hope that makes sense. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not very well articulated. So we're gonna just try and make some more units now, just while we got some time. No doubt they're gonna push again. Here we go. Yeah, they're just trying to pick off villagers, and that's the right thing to do. That's what I do as the English, or in a different scenario, in a different game, that's what I would do, is just send archers down, try and pick off some villagers, because it all helps. So now what we want to do is just try and get some more units together. All the villagers that are queued up in the outposts and the castle and stuff like that, we want to get them back onto the resources, and we just need to try and get that up as much as we can. Because we need to produce more and more villages. Obviously at this time would be a really good time to start making siege as well, so mangonels would be so good right now. If we can produce, or in this instance if we could produce that before they do, that would be insane. That would help us so much. So now we're getting attacked from two different angles. We got the Rus down here and we got the Mongols at the top. And we've got no other units, so gonna have to separate or split those what we do have, and just try and defend and buy ourselves some time. So they're starting to send mangonels in now. I should just at the time, just leave it. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Definitely need more spearmen out with those horses to try and take care of them. At this point I should have left these now. Yeah, I did. Yeah, just leave that, bring it back, and this would be an awesome time to get a siege workshop up. If I had a couple of mangonels or a few mangonels, that would, I think, well, definitely would help me a lot. It would definitely be a bit of a game changer. And at this stage you'll see me looking around. The people on the golds, the villagers on the golds, they had run out of gold to mine, so that's now empty. So what I'm trying to weigh up is which is the best place to send the villagers to start mining for gold again, because we can't really stop mining that. We have to keep going if we want to build siege, which we're going to build a siege workshop now. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, I've got one to the east, close to in between myself and the Mongol base, which is a bit of a no-go really. Really don't want to go to that, because any military they're sending over, it's just going to get wiped. Those villages will just get wiped out. So I kind of want to be strategic of where I put those villages, because we got to protect them. We don't want to lose any more than we already have. So obviously I went for this one just to the south of my base and put an outpost up, just to give them a bit of protection, or just a bit of an alert, just to tell me when they're pushing. Now at this stage they're pushing with mangonels. Those longbows they got hit pretty hard with that mangonel, because they're all grouped together. Look, they're just absolutely wiped out on villagers. So it didn't really work that much. Maybe 2 or 3 outposts would have worked, but it just didn't. That one didn't work, unfortunately. So now they've built the rams. They're pushing in with those, and they're just taking out these outposts. I do have a mangonel queued up, which is being researched at the moment. So we just kind of have to wait for that to be sorted. Unfortunately, with any military units, they can't make anything, especially with this civilization, they can't make anything that's lethal against military, only buildings. So the military can't make any mangonels. Unlike the Mongols, they can just make mangonels. I'm pretty sure they can make bombards as well, and trebuchets. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury. Let's see, bit of a bad move sending those villagers out, but I had no other choice. I had to get gold from somewhere. Could have started trading as well, I suppose. I'm really bad for getting to trade, so I'm trying to learn myself just to make use of everything that I've got. But that kind of goes to show that there's always a learning curve. There's always stuff that you could be doing or learning or practicing. I think this is just one of those games where even the best player, they can be doing stuff differently and learning something else. Mine at the moment is, yeah, like I just said, is making use of everything, not forgetting everything, such as the trading, putting the market up and using that, making use of it, because I don't. I always forget it. I always look just to mine, just going around the map and just making use of every bit of gold. Where if I thought about it earlier on in the game, just setting up a market and just making traders, then yeah, that would be so much better. Obviously now they're pushing. They've got 2 mangonels pushing with the cavalry. They nearly took out my mangonel, those horses. If they had kept pushing and kept going with it, they would have taken it out so easy. I don't know why they didn't do it, to be honest. But they retreated, so happy days. That's what we like to see. So we're just going to keep making units, keep going. Because I haven't got the best gold income or anything, best to just keep making spearmen for now. And I'm pretty sure they're upgraded spearmen, so they will do for now. Oh no, they're not upgraded spearmen. My bad. It's better than nothing. So, and because they keep sending in cavalry as well, you know, they'll do the job for sure. But really need to get people on gold. It's not good. I'm just struggling on resources at the moment. It's just having enough villagers just to do everything. Struggling on food. Wood, I mean, 11 is better than 7 for food, so that's okay, I suppose. It's better than, yeah, like I said, nothing. We ideally, you know, these numbers for this stage in the game, they should be up near the 20s, or, you know, at least the 20s for each thing, apart from stone. That's what you kind of need. For stone, I would only have, say, 4 or 5. I mean, I don't think you need that much for stone, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get a market up now, and just start some trading going. You'll notice as well from that sound that they've captured all the neutral sites. So we've got 10 minutes to kick one of them off. If we even last that long, but let's try and get there first. So bottom left, we're getting close to max population, so we do need to think about building a house, but then we also need to keep making military units because they keep pushing. Yeah. So there's a lot that we could be doing, and a lot we need to do. So, and we just don't have the villagers, we don't have the resources to do it. We just need to try and keep going, basically. That's all we can do. So we've got enough for 1 trader at the moment. That's going to have to do. We're going to have to come back to it at some stage. So another barracks, we'll get that up, and hopefully we can just make double spearmen. It's going to have to be. So we have to make do. So sent a few forces up just to try and capture this site, but didn't work, unfortunately. It wasn't enough, and then now I get hit with this absolute army. It's like it's like 300 the film. Just, yeah, getting pushed by the 300. Joel Butler and his fucking crew. Oh, good film though. Fucking brilliant film. But not when it's against me. If I had 3 mangonels here, that would have helped so much. I definitely felt like that this was the end. I mean, look at that. They've sent Rusa sent 1 army with a ram and a mangonel, and then now the Mongols have come in with some cavalry, and I've got nothing left. They've just taken everything out apart from this little squadron I've got here. So we'll send those in. I think I had to send those villagers to take out that mangonel, and I think at this stage, I think this is GG's, to be honest. We've got no wood, no food, no one left to put on wood. I mean, I don't want to have to take villagers from the food because we've got hardly anything as it is. So, I mean, it's not at this stage. It's not looking good, and they're still pushing. They've taken out all my outposts. We've still got the White Palace or the White Tower or whatever it's called. We've got the castle at the back. We've got these 2 lonely villagers, and we got spearmen queued up, and that's it. That's it. No more wood left. So I'm gonna have to produce a fucking miracle to turn this around. Sorry for my language as well, but that's just how I felt at the time. Just felt like I was just an uphill struggle. But you know, I'm so glad that I did this and at least attempted to give it a go, because if there's people out there that can do this, then you know, fair play to them, because it was pretty tough. And I'm glad that I feel like I've learned from it, and definitely going to improve from it. And look at this, at this stage I got bombarded, so that's me out. GG's, hardest AI. But I'm going to be back for you. I'm going to come back with a vengeance. Watch this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it's a bit of a learning curve for some of you out there. I know there's definitely going to be some of you just sat at the screen just shouting like and just criticising, why didn't I do this, why didn't I do that? And I'm fully 100% with you. Watching back, there's so much I could have done different. So, and I appreciate the learning curve, and I've learned from it. So we're going to come back in another video and we're going to smash them. See you then.